soul. This is Kristen Strother with Uplifting Counsel. Today is part 3 of my little 3-part series on how to get the most out of counseling. The first 2 parts talked about things you can do before and during sessions, and today I'm going to talk about things that you can do after sessions. The first thing that you can do is implement the things that you've talked about in counseling. This one's pretty simple. Instead of just talking about things during a session, make sure that you're actually implementing things outside of the sessions. Another part of this piece is testing tools. So for me, as somebody who specializes in anxiety, there are so many things you can do for anxiety, thankfully, but different things work for different people. And so I always recommend that people try various tools outside of sessions to see what works best for them. The second thing that you can do is stay in communication with your counselor about how the process is going. Counselors want to get feedback from you. They want you to just be so healthy, and one of the great ways to get to that place is to make sure that they know how things are going for you. Like if you feel like you're not getting very much out of it, they want to know that, and to know like which things you feel like are working and not working and what you're finding most helpful. So giving them feedback on a regular basis is a wonderful thing to do. And finally, stick with the process. Absolutely, somebody who comes to a few counseling sessions can get a lot out of it. You can get a lot out of a few counseling sessions, and sometimes people do make some good headway right at the beginning of counseling, which is wonderful. But what I have noticed is people that stick with the process a little bit longer of counseling, like some months at least, and sometimes longer, I can see the difference in their lives as a result. Now, there's lots of reasons why that might be happening. Clearly, there are people who are working regularly on their mental health and outside of sessions too. And so we're able to see that big impact. But it is so cool to see people who I've worked with like some months or even sometimes years. It's so cool to see the difference from the beginning to where we're at now with the process. For instance, really seeing the anxiety that they're experiencing in their face and how they're talking about life, and then really noticing the calmness that they're experiencing now, the joy they're experiencing. It's wonderful, and I see it more with people who stick with the process longer than just a few sessions. Please comment below with some of the ways that you get the most out of counseling or things that you've heard of are good ways to get the most out of counseling, and I will talk with you again in the next video.